If you're serious about developing your knife skills, you know that having proper training equipment is essential. So when it comes to training with a knife, especially with a folding knife, having a purpose-designed folding trainer is a great thing. It's one of the things that I know, it's one of the things that Kelly McCann knows, and that's one of the reasons that when he designed his Crucible series for Blackhawk blades, he insisted on having a training knife in the mix. In this case, what we've got is a training knife that exactly duplicates all the salient features of the Crucible folder, with the exception of a sharp point and a sharp edge. Basically what you've got is the same 420J stainless steel liners, the same flush ground liner locking mechanism that you would find in the Crucible folder. Still have textured G10 handles, but in this case, they're a bright orange color. This is the same color as all the bolt flags, all the safety magazines, all the safety ammo that Kelly McCann uses on his range, so that's what he wanted on his knives as well. You can tell at a glance that you've got a training knife versus a live blade. As far as the blade itself, this is a heat-treated AUS-6 stainless steel, specifically designed, however, so it has no sharp edges. The edge is the complete thickness of the blade, therefore you have a large blunt area. The tip is also rounded, so it's not going to have any puncturing point. And these holes in the blade are there on purpose. What they do is they remove enough metal so that the weight of this overall knife is exactly the same as the weight of the live blade. Again, you want to have your training tools replicate as closely as possible the real tools that you'll be using in the field. Also, we have the 4-position clothing clip, so you can set this knife up for tip up, tip down, left or right side carry. However you carry your live blade, that's how you will carry your trainer. Now, one of the unique things about this, a lot of people will look at a trainer and say, that's awfully expensive for a knife that doesn't cut. What good is it? Although this was designed for tactical application and for contact training, it's a folding knife, and it simulates the live blade. So what you can do is take this also and teach somebody who's new to knives, how do I pick this knife up? How do I open it properly? How can I hand this knife to somebody else and use proper knife etiquette? So what you do is you use this perhaps to train Boy Scouts, again, train younger folks how to handle knives properly, how to hand them from one person to another, how to do that using proper knife etiquette without getting cut. One of my favorite things to do is to take a dry erase marker, put some of that across the edge of the blade. Then you work with the knife, you hand it back and forth, you give it from one person to the next, you teach people how to open and close the knife properly. If they notice that they have any of that dry erase marker that's rubbed off on their hands, that would represent a cut, and they know they need to work on their technique a little bit more. So no matter how you look at it, whether you're teaching knife etiquette, you're teaching tactical application of the knife, having a purpose-designed trainer, especially something like the Crucible trainer, it's a great way to go.